Hey everybody. So I felt in my spirit like somebody may perhaps be suffering from diabetes, and it's been on my heart to look into the possibility of hemp being able to help out with diabetes. And lo and behold, yes, it does have some possibly very good effects for people who have diabetes. So let me go ahead and read this to you guys. So nearly 10% of Americans have diabetes. And although lifestyle changes and medication generally help stabilize blood sugar levels, many Americans are considering the use of cannabinoid, CBD, as another option, which is essentially hemp. In fact, some research shows CBD might help control blood sugar, reduce stress and anxiety, and boost cardiovascular health, all of which are important to people with diabetes. Other studies indicate that CBD could possibly help prevent diabetes. However, it has only been legal for scientists to conduct human trials with CBD since 2015. Well, it's been almost 10 years. We say only, 10 years is not a small amount of time. Anyway, let me move on. So the research is preliminary, and there's a lot still to be learned. Yeah, I mean, there's truth to that, but they already know. Like, the proof is in the pudding. It doesn't take that long for you to. I mean, maybe a few months, like 90-day period, you can see significant changes in the human body. The cells change very quickly. Okay, so like 10 years should be more than enough time for them to find conclusive results. So I don't know if I said that right there, that little bit there kind of feel like it was contrived to like, oh yeah, like we think it can do these things, but it's still not. How quickly did they push out the vaccine? That's what pisses me off. So it's like they say shit like this. It's been almost 8 years. They've been able to do studies on human trials, yet, you know, that they're essentially saying it's still not enough time for them to fucking figure out, you know, whether or not it really can, you know, but at the same time, we pushed through that vaccine in a couple of months. This is the hypocrisy. This is the insanity. This is the corruption and the wickedness that we live in and who rules our society today. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's beyond, I don't even want to get into it because it gets me angry. But anyway, so the benefits of CBD for diabetes. CBD can have therapeutic effect on health, on the brain without causing hallucinations or the psychoactive effects that most people associate with the high from cannabis. Because of this, CBD has a lot of potential for therapeutic use. Excuse me, as I've been saying, hemp does not get you high. Marijuana gets you high. Hemp does not get you high, okay? But before these scientific and medical communities can make definitive statements about the health benefits of CBD, they need more thorough and long-term. It's bullshit. You don't. Okay, post what findings you have. If you're able to document, I mean, obviously they found some stuff. So, like, there is evidence there that it does something. Like, to say that there's no evidence, it's... Anyway, this is what they're holding on. This is what's keeping the information probably from getting back. Is they're just saying, oh, there's still just not enough evidence. There's still just not enough evidence. There's still just not... No, it's a bunch of bullshit. There is. Anyway. That said, there are indications that CBD has health benefits. Oh, I mean, like, wait, that's right there. Isn't that, like, there's indications. Like, that is evidence, okay? If you're seeing somebody respond to a certain stimuli a certain way, that is a proven effect. And if you see a correlation with that in numerous other individuals, that is a pattern proving fact. That's how you determine facts. When you continue to see the same result being done, the same experiment on and on again, thus you have a proven fact. Okay, it does not take that long to prove whether or not a medication is good or effective or not, or what the effects are. It really isn't. This is a bunch of bullshit. I'm sorry, man, it is. And the fact that I'll make another video on that, but... So, the endocannabinoid system, which regulates food intake and energy use, is often overactive in people who are overweight or who have type 2 diabetes. CBD acts on receptors in the endocannabinoid system, which is the root of many of its possible therapeutic applications, because we have those receptors inside of our brain because we've been working with the cannabis plant for so long. Anyway. Obesity and insulin resistance. So type 2 diabetes. The most common type of diabetes is closely linked with being overweight, CBD and weight gain. CBD shows some promise in fighting weight gain and insulin resistance, both of which can increase the risk for diabetes. A 2020 medical review found that CBD has the potential to affect a number of factors that contribute to the development of insulin resistance, type 2 diabetes, and metabolic syndrome. These include the potential to reduce inflammation and alter glucose metabolism. In turn, they can reduce the symptoms of insulin resistance, type 2 diabetes, and metabolic syndrome. Blood sugar control. When combined with a THC-based compound, the chief intoxicant in cannabis, that's the component that gets you high, is the THC. That's why it's all about THC levels. And hemp is like 0.01 or 0.1. It's not even 1%. Most of the weed I go to the dispensaries to buy, you're looking anywhere from like 15%, 25%. Some of the higher grade stuff is going to be maybe in the 30s, and then they even higher shit too. But it's usually around like 15 to 25%, anywhere around there. That gets you high. But the CBD, again, isn't even 1%. It's below 1%. So it does not get you high. It's not even classified as psychoactive. All right, moving on. All right, so it can help people provide better control of their blood sugar levels, according to a 2016 study that looked at blood sugar levels when fasting. The study found that CBD alone decreased resistin, a hormone that can control the insulin resistance. So this is proof right here. Like when you have a study that finds CBD alone does this, that is proof that it has effects. To say that there's not enough evidence, I mean, what else do you guys need? You guys, the tests are in there. There's plenty of people. I mean, you guys are sharing a study that found this to be the conclusion of your study. Isn't that not evidence? Increased glucose-dependent insulintropic peptide, sorry if I mispronounced that, a hormone that prompts the release of insulin. Is what it is, dude. This indicates that CBD could help with some of the hormonal imbalances that contribute to the development of type 2 diabetes. Nerve pain, nerve damage, known as diabetic neuropathy, is a common complication from diabetes. Symptoms can include pain and burning sensations, especially in the hands and feet. Excuse me. An animal study on rats found that CBD can increase the development of nerves and nervous tissue, possibly alleviating nerve pain. Although the effect CBD has on nerve pain hasn't been studied in humans, I'm just going to keep going, bro. Rodent studies are considered an important indicator of what might be found in human studies. I'm sorry, dude. For some people, diabetes, managing the illness causes stress and anxiety. In turn, stress and anxiety can worsen the symptoms of diabetes because it lowers your immune system and your ability to fight back from any type of sickness or infection. Stress and diabetes. When the stress hormones cortisol and adrenaline are released, they prompt the body to release glucagon, which can cause your blood sugar levels to rise. Okay, so that's the more specific reason. But I know it does damage. The more stress, the more fear, the more lower vibrational energy you have, the lower your immune system's going to be, or the worse your immune system's going to be, and able to fight off and fend off any type of sicknesses. So managing anxiety and stress can have a positive impact on the physical symptoms of diabetes. Yeah, like I just said. Research shows that, see, this is again, that's proof. When research shows that CBD can help relieve the symptoms of anxiety, that is proof. Like, y'all are, it's just ridiculous to say that there's not enough proof, but then you guys are saying that research does show that it does that. That's proof. Come on, guys. People who struggle to control their blood sugar levels due to the hormonal effects of stress and anxiety might be helped by CBD. No, it's not might. It's like in the same paragraph, they say might, but then right here it says it shows that it does do that. So it's like they just be straightforward. Like, what's up with the fucking back and forth? Like, the proof is in the pudding. There's so many websites that show it does this. There's so many testimonials of people that have healed themselves from very dire sicknesses that they were deemed fucking uncurable. Or they would have to take, toxic medications for the rest of their life, and instead they went to fucking CBD or marijuana and hemp, and they were fucking healed and lived much better, healthy lives for it. I mean, it's ridiculous, bro. Other conditions related to diabetes. Many people with diabetes have other health conditions as well, and CBD may help control the symptoms of these conditions. These include insomnia. CBD has demonstrated to help treat insomnia, which is experienced by as many as half of the people with type 2 diabetes. Improving your sleep can help control your blood sugar levels, reducing the risk for complications from diabetes. Chronic pain and inflammation. CBD has been shown to effectively, CBD has been shown to effectively treat chronic pain. That is proof. Saying that something has been shown to be effective is saying that it's shown to be effectively, like it has an effect. Yes, there is a proven shown effect. That is proof. It's evidence. And reduce inflammation, both of which can reduce the quality of life for people with diabetes and accompanying conditions. Blood pressure. CBD can reduce blood pressure and in turn reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease, which people with diabetes are at an increased risk for. So And then there's the, the forms of it. There's CBD oil. It's a popular form of CBD. It mixes a CBD extract into the oil like coconut oil, forming what's known as a tincture. The tincture can be taken orally or applied to the body. Be sure that you know what concentration your CBD tincture is and whether it's safe to be taken orally. Yeah, there's so many different types of strands, so it's good to know that type of stuff. Edibles, they can be very powerful, just a little warning. Like cannabis, CBD can be infused into edible plants, including chocolate, gummy candy, and other candies and foods. I recommend not doing anything gummy, more like the grainier, like cookies and stuff, I find to be better edibles, or brownies. You can make your own. I've even put it in cornbread sometimes. Really yummy. So capsules and sprays. CBD can also be taken as a pill or an oral spray that is given under the tongue. So how quickly? Inhaled CBD enters the blood fastest, which edibles take longer to get you into your system. It's not clear how much CBD from topical products like creams and lotions gets into your bloodstream. Okay, so these are some side effects. Because there is limited research on... Anyway, let's move on here. Scientists don't fully understand the effects of the compound. I mean, it's just like... However, it's believed that using CBD can cause nausea, fatigue, and irritability. I mean, it's like there's a lot of reasons why you could be feeling those ways too. Like to blame it, that's why it's hard. Like, I mean, that is kind of something hard to prove. You'd have to get a bunch of people, and it's like, are you guys all having this type of effect? Like, because it can relax you, but is that fatigue or is that just being calm? It's like, I don't know. Anyway, let's just move on. CBD and diarrhea. I've never heard about any type of correlation with diarrhea, but let's check it out. CBD can cause diarrhea, which many people with diabetes already struggle with. Okay, this is why it's important to speak. I have never heard once in my life ever of CBD causing diarrhea. Not heard it spoken to anybody that I've talked with. I know somebody who has Crohn's disease, and the doctors tried giving her all sorts of shit. None of it helped. Guess what helped? Smoking weed. So, and that's a gastrial and internal that has to do with the gut and your bowels and all this and that. So if it can help that, then I have a hard time finding it being able to cause diarrhea. That just doesn't make sense to me. And I've never heard it before, other than this is my first time seeing it correlated with diarrhea. So I don't know what they're saying with that. Finally, CBD can have interactions with over-the-counter and prescription. Well, that's another thing, and this is very true. With people who are taking blood pressure medication, you need to be careful because there is an interaction issue with taking both CBD and blood pressure medications. I should probably do a video on that. Yeah, I'm going to do a video on that. So do be careful. That's the one thing I do know, because I looked into it for my dad, because he has high blood pressure. But taking both at the same time can have adverse effects. So that is something to be seriously worried about. This is why the pharmaceuticals, you really want to stay away from them, man. They're more designed, in my opinion, to alleviate pain rather than to actually help heal the problem, which is causing the pain. So, CBD is not regulated by the FDA. Because CBD is not regulated by the Food and Drug Administration, there is not a thorough understanding of its benefits and risks. This is a huge, 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 huge issue. Okay, and people with the ability to speak to a lot of people could help counter this and flip the script on this by bringing more attention to the fact that it has the potential to at least help cure and alleviate pain without hurting the body and without people fucking without being led on that like they're taking a pharmaceutical medication that's gonna, I mean, it's kind of like leading. When you prescribe the medication, like you kind of feel like, oh, okay, I'm gonna be okay now. Like I'm healed now because I have this medication that helps take away the pain, and I'm good. If I'm not feeling the pain, I'm good, right? Even though there's still something going on inside of you that caused the pain in the first place, and you still really ain't done nothing to fix it. Like those medications do not have nutrients. They do not have minerals. They do not have vitamins. They do not have all these things that hemp does have that actually help heal your body and get it back to its optimal health. Okay, so just be careful. Dosage recommendations widely range, depend on the condition that you're using CBD to treat. Yeah, your tolerance and all those type of things, your weight. Quality, since CBD is not regulated, there's no oversight of the quality and potency of the product. Another problem, because one of the things I don't like up here in Oregon, a lot of these dispensaries, they use a lot of processed weed, which I just don't like. And if it was more heavily regulated, then you would know, like, hey, is this weed been processed or not? But I have no way of knowing. So I'm sure I'm smoking a ton of weed that's got all sorts of shit in it, but it is what it is. So if you're considering taking CBD, talk to your healthcare provider about where and how to obtain high quality CBD products. So even though it is a natural product, CBD can still interact with other medications. Yes, it can. That's what I just said. So Yeah, so this is more, yeah. So if you're taking prescriptions, you're definitely going to want to look at the possible interactions based on the type of prescription you have and taking CBD oil. So that is very important, and there's a lot to look out for in that. So, but yeah, man, just yeah. So there's tons of information here. This is just the first website that popped up. I'm sure there's numerous others that talk about how CBD can help for diabetes. So anyway, I hope this helps. Because like I said, I've been feeling it in the spirit that somebody is dealing with the issue of diabetes, and I wanted to see what hemp can do to help out. And it looks like that there is, in my opinion, evidence that it can help. So all right, I love you guys. Y'all take care. Bye.